up across the area into the well above average. This is about 10 degrees above our average daytime highs for the Willamette and Umpqua valleys. A little bit for the coastal areas, but still definitely something you want to keep in mind. Even into tomorrow, we get a little bit of that cooling trend. The one thing to keep in mind here, especially if you do want to cool off in nearby waterways, is sure, we're seeing the 60s and even 70s, the potential for 80s in some areas. But with that in mind, it's going to take quite some time for our nearby waterways to actually warm up. So you want to give yourself a little bit of a heads up to any family members. Like we mentioned, it's always important to stay extra safe when heading out on the water. Looking ahead to what you can expect over the course of the next couple of days and what we're keeping a close watch on, it's exactly nothing in the sense of precipitation. Slightly below, slightly above average. It may look like we're really going to be seeing the decent chance for some moisture, but a lot of it really just steering clear, and even then it's not actually bringing any accumulation. So out the door for today, we get a steady potential for some mid to upper 70s. Quite a stark difference considering yesterday we were sitting in the mid to upper 60s, and yet heading into tomorrow, we drop it back down for some areas while keeping it a little bit warmer. We're talking 74 for Eugene. Then you work your way just a couple miles north or a couple miles south, and you're sitting at 69 for Cottage Grove and Corvallis. Overall, though, through the next couple of days, one big thing of note is we see the consistent push for warmer and sunnier conditions across the area, well into our above average category when we're looking at the 6 to 10 day outlook. This is specifically looking at where we're going to be sitting at next Thursday into the start of the following weekend. So yes, while we see the chances for a mixture between keeps on funneling into the forecast, and yet it doesn't even bring some rain showers or relief. So if that was part of your concern, the wet weather is going to make a return to our area, not really expecting much. I mean, we could see a little bit of moisture in the sense of mistier conditions impacting a little bit of that early morning visibility. We see it out the door for some areas, but once we head into the weekend, it is really smooth sailing. And yet by the end of the weekend, Monday morning, we start to kind of see this little formulation, and that's the one chance that actually looks rather promising to bring us some decent rainfall. But even then, we keep it clear through the first half of our work week, and chances are it just pushes well off to the north. So gradually here through the next couple of days, we saw those upper 60s yesterday, right? Now we're going to push into 70s territory, about 10 degrees above our average highs of 65. And then we continue to hang on tight to that warmer air through the back end of the week into Saturday, a little bit of that mixed bag. By Sunday, our last ditch effort to really ramp it on up before chance for clearer skies this evening, making for the potential at a beautiful sunset. Nonetheless, though, by tomorrow morning, we kind of get a little bit of a copy paste where the cloud coverage makes its return, really not getting a widespread potential for some wet weather to work through the area, but definitely something to keep in mind here is the cloudier conditions. Now, it's not going to be stopping these warmer temperatures from working their way through. In fact, on the contrary, we see the breakage in the clouds, warmer temperatures funnel into the area, and when the cloud coverage works its way through, well, it kind of keeps them into the valleys and even into our coastal areas. So we get the push into 70s, if not near 80s for some parts of the Rogue Valley. And by tomorrow, we continue to kind of push the envelope with some 70s for portions of the I-5 while we do kind of cool it down a little bit. But in areas where we tend to actually see some significant wildfires out over onto the eastern side of the Cascades, northeastern Oregon looking to see a little bit of relief. We were seeing that severe band really trending well up, bordering into portions of Washington State, but now it looks like anywhere into the Wallowa is actually managing to clear out, and even into the Blues. The Columbia River Gorge altogether getting a little bit of relief when it comes to some drought concerns. This is really some significant rainfall that has pushed here over the last week or so. Gradually looking to keep it rather clear, though, as we head into the next couple of days. And now we're starting to see the potential for very minimal moisture throughout the southwestern region, actually increasing the chances to start to see some relief here heading into next week. Of course, so the clear skies into the afternoon hours and staying consistently this way through the next couple of days, well, that's where we kind of look to maybe just not see any changes at all. I mean, we push into the mid to upper 70s through the next couple of days, then work our way back down into the 60s come Monday and Tuesday throughout the valleys. And we do get